my name is Mel. My business is Mel's Paw Palace, which is a dog and cat grooming business. Dog and cat grooming salon, apologies, in Totton. Many moons ago, I think about 12 years ago now, I worked for Pets at Home, and I was just a sort of a shop floor bod. We were having a salon put in our store, and I thought, you know what, that sounds really interesting. So a few days a week, I would travel out to another salon and do training. And then when we opened the salon, I started working full time in there a long time ago. I actually started from home. I decided to leave pets and go out on my own. I've wanted to go out on my own for quite a few years now. I just never really had the courage to do it. And then one day I just thought, you know what, I just need to get it done. I felt like it was a now or never kind of thing. So I said, it's going to be now. It has to be now. And I started grooming at home. I converted my conservatory into a salon, worked there for a few months. When you work from home, you're a little restricted with planning permission. So the council only gave me permission to do certain hours, and I can only work very short hours on the weekend. So the idea of having the shop was I can work all weekend when most people want their appointments. A lot of people work during the week, so need weekend appointments. So the idea of having the salon is that I can provide more appointments essentially for my clients. Yeah, so like I said, I've been doing it for a really long time, so I can do any breed standard trim. There are hundreds of different breeds of dogs. Most of the dogs that I have come in are poodle or poodle cross nowadays. In the last few years, the rise of poodle crossbreeds has become incredible, and they make up at least, I would say, 80% of the dogs that I do. And they all have completely different cuts depending on what people want, essentially, or what is convenient for them and what works with their lifestyle. So you're doing dog haircuts. Basically, that's what it is. You're doing dog haircuts and cats if they need a requirement. And it's not always relaxed. I have become, with regards to my clients, I'm known as someone that can deal with difficult dogs. So I have quite a few dogs that are aggressive or nervous aggressive. I have dogs that have been turned away from other salons, and other salons are saying, we can't groom them because they're too aggressive. Essentially, I just take it down a notch and groom really slowly and just make sure that they're comfortable with every step before going. But yes, it's not. My husband calls it cuddling puppies all day, and it's not cuddling. I wish it were cuddling puppies all day. It's an amazing job, but it can be tough. It can be tough, and not all dogs are used to the grooming process from a very young age, which is best for them. So when you get a dog that's, say, 8 to 9 months old and has never been groomed, it can be quite stressful and it can be quite nerve-wracking for them. So you just have to take it easy and slow it down for them, make sure that they're comfortable. Brilliant. Best part of the grooming is having a little bit of playtime afterwards. I have a little bit of a corner where I have a bed and I have a water dish and I have some toys and I have a little bit of playtime, which is a lot. It's between an hour and a half and 2 hours for the most part. It depends on the dog. So the first thing we do when we get them in is check them over. I will fully wash and blow dry a dog, which takes between 30 minutes and an hour, depending on the dog. Some big dogs can take an hour and a half to wash and dry. It just depends on the length of the coat, that kind of thing. I have some very big dogs that I groom and take up to 3 hours to groom. But for the most part, most dogs are small to medium, so they will take me an hour and a half to 2 hours. So yeah, I'm based in the furthest, I believe, is a lovely little Lakeland Terrier called Molly, and she comes from Basingstoke to see me. Again, because the owner likes the way I do her, likes the way that she reacts to me. She's a little bit of a highly strung, nervous dog, so he's comfortable with me grooming her. So he comes all the way from Basingstoke. I have a lot of clients from Eastleigh because that's where I was based before, and a lot of them decided to come with me because either I could groom their dog and other people couldn't, or they like the way I do their dog, or they like the way I interact with their dog. So a lot of them come from Eastleigh, and I'm starting to get more of a client base from the local area, Southampton and Tottenham as well. That would be my phone number. I can give you the number now. Yeah, okay. 07770 106 859. I also can be contacted on Facebook or Instagram at Mel's Paw Palace, and my website is www.melspawpalace.com.